What's different in the Treaty of the European Union is that you have a number of countries who agree to share a large number of their competences and a large number of attributes of their sovereignty. They agree to exercise these sovereignty attributes together. It doesn't mean that European citizenship or European values would at any moment replace our national identities or our ethnic identities. It's a complement. It doesn't replace, it adds up, let's say. And I think this is also a model and an example for other nations or other continents of how we can transcend our ethnic identities or national identities and try to forge an identity which is also based on civic identity. It is important to know that you can be a citizen of any EU country and you can take part in voting for an MEP, for a member of the European Parliament, or you can stand as a candidate for the EP elections. And being part of the EU as an EU citizen, you can also take part in local elections. You have a number of 5 institutions, but 3 of them are really important in the sense that they make legislation. That's the European Parliament, the Council of Ministers, and the European Commission. Basically, it's the European Commission who can come up with a draft law and submit it for the attention of the Council of Ministers and the European Parliament at the same time. The Council of Ministers is made up of ministers from all EU member states who meet on sectoral, this is how they're called, sectoral formations, meaning that you have meetings on agriculture, you have a meeting of all agriculture ministers. You have a financial subject that we're talking about, you have the meeting of all the finance ministers. So these are called sectoral meetings. And this forms the Council of Ministers. The European Parliament is going to have its next elections in May 2014. And each country has a number of seats for its members. And the number of seats is calculated in accordance with the population of the country. For instance, Romania now has 33 MEPs. According to the Lisbon Treaty, the European Parliament and the Council are co-legislators, which means they have equal powers. Whatever we do in the EU, it's important that this element of democratic accountability and democratic legitimacy, which only parliaments in the end can give you, should remain strong and involved.